Conservative columnist Mona Charen wrote a column about a group in a college group that was dedicated to abstinence. And she was applauding them, but said it was a little bit sad. She found it a little bit sad as a conservative that sexual restraint should take on the status of an alternative lifestyle. Okay. In Love, Don't Judge, a very, very good series about couples that are unusual in one way or another. They featured two examples of basically old-fashioned couples. Couples who, ascribe to the male-dominant, female-submissive lifestyle. Okay, now, oddly enough, some people regard this as an alternative lifestyle. Okay, one couple the wife had always had a submissive bent, and she preferred to have her husband control her life and make her major decisions for her. What dress she would wear that day, she would ask her husband, and he would pick out. She would, give some possibilities, and he would pick out the dress for her to wear today. Okay, and they divide things up according to old-fashioned standards. The wife does the cooking, the cleaning, the traditionally domestic chores. The husband has the regular job and takes care of the car and the yard. He does his part. And, he basically controls everything in her life. Also, something that did bother some people in calling this a traditional family is the fact that he has sex with other women. She does not have sex with other men. However, she said in a later update, that was her choice not to have sex with other men. And she was cool with his having sex with other women. He had told her that if she wanted to, she could. Okay, there was the second family that goes by the traditional male-dominant, female-submissive, was a family that is practicing domestic discipline, or I guess what would be called Christian domestic discipline in this case. They have two children who know of the domestic discipline. Under domestic discipline, the husband has the authority and indeed the obligation to punish the wife when she misbehaves. Okay, now it doesn't go both ways. And it doesn't go both ways because the man is considered the HOH, or head of the household. Okay, the punishments that the wife submits to are often spankings, or it can be writing lines, writing the same line over for like 10 pages, which is kind of tedious, but, doesn't really do much harm. And anyway, these are controversial lifestyles because, a lot of people do want marriage to be a partnership of equals and not of a dominant and a submissive. Some people are particularly concerned about the fact that the children, in the case of the domestic discipline couple, they have two children, and some people were concerned that the children are growing up thinking that it's normal for the husband to be able to punish the wife. The girl actually said that she would not want to live under domestic discipline. Okay, now also it comes up, is this a form of BDSM? Now, in this case, it is not, because of the fact that the wife does not get turned on. She does not enjoy the spankings or get sexually aroused by them. She submits to the spankings because, sometimes she screws up and her husband disciplines her in that way. There's other ways he could discipline her, but it might be a timeout or stand in the corner or something like that. Okay, now I do know that in domestic discipline, many couples say that it is good for their sex lives, that there is sexual arousal, usually on the wife's part, that that's a part of the, and they consider that, though, something that God put in there. He put it in there that women could get sexually aroused through spanking because he wanted women to be submissive to men. And that's obviously very helpful. Okay, now I just do think that now I really don't care how other people run their marriages. I don't think people in general should care how people run their marriages. And if people want an old-fashioned male dominant, female submissive marriage, then that's perfectly okay. Love, don't judge. Hope you like hearing that.